A lot of people have been in a discussion of talking about if money buys or does not buy happiness. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about my core beliefs and what I think about money and if it buys happiness or if it doesn't. The real lesson behind money, right? Now, money is something that we all live our lives. It's all evolves around money. Money is in everything you do, right? Money, literally, you need money to do anything. Money itself is such a popular word in the English language. You really cannot go a day without using the word money, right? So, I'm gonna talk about my personal experience and what I think about money. So, I think money solves problem, but at the same time, it exposes who you really are as a person, right? It amplifies you, as people like to say, right? So, the expectations versus reality. My thoughts, at first I used to think that if I made a lot of money, if I made $10,000 a month, oh yeah, I'll be financially good. I'll be fine. But when I got to $10,000 a month, I wanted to make $30,000 a month. I made $30,000 a month. Now I wanted $50,000 a month. I made $50,000 a month. And I wanted $80,000 a month. I made $80,000 in a month. I wanted $100,000 a month. I made $100,000 in a month, right? And it's always more. You always want to make more. You always crave for more. It's something. It's that thing. That's why it's called infinite. Money is infinite. You can. There's no limit to how much money you can make. And when you get to a new height, you always want to keep going higher and higher. Look at Elon Musk. His love for money is just large. He just keeps getting a lot of net worth, right? At his point right now, he really doesn't really care about money as much, right? But his impact, like what he is doing, impacts global, right? So, and that's why a lot of people hate him, a lot of people like him. Regardless, once you get to that level amount of money, you pretty much have a lot of say. You got a lot of authority. You got a lot of power, I should say, right? But if you're talking like, your average Joe, you started making money. Uh, One thing I would say is once you start making real money starts like around $30,000 a month. That's when you're making real money. You can afford to do anything you want to do in life. Once you are making around $30,000 per month, you don't really have any pressure right there, depending on the amount, the business model that you're in to make $30,000 a month. But once you get to start making like $80,000 per month, that comes with a lot of pressure. It comes with a lot of like chaos. It comes with a lot of pressure and responsibilities. That's what I'll say, right? Now, a lot of people they tend to chase money, right? But they're not aware that money is something that comes with it comes with a lot of uncertainty, right? I'll give you an example. I have a couple lawsuits that I'm currently dealing with. I'm not gonna say which ones, but those are just some examples of what money does, right? Uh, when you start to get money, one thing that a lot of people close to you are gonna realize that your energy changes, right? Not in the aspect of you not really messing with them no more, in the aspect of how you move. You move with a little bit more of like you move with like you got a little bit of aura in you when you move. Your energy changes, right? Bad decision becomes a lot easier to make, right? Because you can afford to make bad decisions, right? Discipline, you are being tested on your discipline a lot more than ever because why? Once you have money, I'll give you an example. Why I've blew like almost $100,000 in clubs out of lack of discipline. I wasn't disciplined enough. Everybody's disciplined to a certain extent, which is why I recently got this book right here, The Power of Discipline. As y'all can see, I'm over halfway done with it. It's about 200 and something pages in here. I believe, well, less than that, right? About 100 and something pages, almost 200 pages. I'm almost done reading it. But yeah, money makes you it makes it tests your discipline levels, And yeah, and money is also can be a good thing. It makes you move too fast, and like if you trust the wrong people, you obviously will lose it. It lets your ego, it just boosts your ego up, and an egotistic person is just not a right type of person to be around, right? So what is actually going to keep you grounded is the same way you make the money, the discipline, the systems, the motivation, right? That is what is going to help you stay grounded once you actually make the money. Once you make the money to be like to, it's good for you to make the money, blow the money to really understand yourself. Blow some, not all, right? But which is why you need to be sharp and learning decisions. Sometimes people take a little long to learn their mistakes, to learn, hey, what I'm doing right here is not good and I'm gonna regret it later, right? But like it gives you an ability to learn yourself. Like I said, money is literally, people say money is a root of all evil. Money is this, money is that. I genuinely think money is a tool, and it's a tool, one of the best tools that expose who you really are, because it amplifies your actions at scale, right? So the same way you make the money, right? The systems that you build to make the money is the same. You got to set similar systems to help you keep the money, right? Because trust me, the worst thing you want to experience is getting to make a whole bunch of money and then losing it because of lack of discipline, right? Lack of discipline. So I would say the best way to prepare mentally for making large sums of money is having multiple different bank accounts, right? And have an accountant. Once you make your first $5,000 a month, get an accountant, right? Let them be the final say of what you get to spend, right? And yeah, have them be like the one that tells you or give you access to your account to be able to spend a certain amount of money, right? So yeah, that is very important. Because why? Either have an accountant or have multiple different accounts that doesn't have the instant wire option. Because most of the time, when you start making a lot of money, what causes you to spend? Impulse spending on the spot. Because why? I can just go on my checkings account right now, got 12,000. I can double tap, pay that $2,000 shoes or that $3,000 bag or whatever. You can just double tap, pay, and it's like you don't really think about it in a moment because you have access to money instantly. So accountant will have multiple bank accounts that doesn't have direct instant transfer, right? And that will help you retain majority of your money. But I would say spend your money, spend a lot of it. Is going to teach you a lot about yourself, right? Now, apart from that though, does money really buy happiness? I think money is a tool, right, that can get you access to experiences, things, materialistic things, and yeah, get you access to things that make you happy. So overall, yes, I think money can buy happiness, but at the same time, it can definitely buy you depression, right? It all depends on how you use it. So yeah, the same way you can use a screwdriver to start a car, you can use a wire, right? A metal object, right? Which is, let me say, a metal. You can use that metal to do a lot of things with it. You can use it to like mold a shape of a car key, door key, anything, right? You can mold a desk with metal, a large sum of metal, right? So it all depends on what you do with the money. That would differentiate if you're a happy individual with it, or you're depressed, or just somebody who don't know how to spend it. If you don't know how to spend your money, hit me up, send me your money, and I'll teach you how to spend it. But all jokes aside, though, I hope you guys got some value from this video. I'm trying to be consistent with these. If you like the video or got something from it, tap the like button, subscribe, comment something in the comment section so I know you're one of my day ones. With that being said, see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded.